Okay, I got to talk real quick about this troop. Hands up if you, in the audience, if you follow us on Facebook, Certified Sexy Blessed. Hands up. Okay, I can't see anything, so I'm hoping that's most of you. Okay, those of you that didn't raise your hands, go ahead and look it up on Facebook, Certified Sexy Blessed, and give us a follow. And if you do that, what you'll find is that about a year ago, we started doing this thing called Supper Club Saturdays, right? And it's a very simple concept. You just get a group of friends and you go to a supper club and you have dinner, right? But the purpose behind it is a little more. It's a little deeper than that. See, my wife and I, Ellie Mae, we went out to dinner with some friends one night. We went to I forget, a chain restaurant, and our experience was as you'd expect at, let's just say, an Applebee's, right? You're rushed in, you're rushed to a table, your food's rushed in, you eat as quickly as you can and get the fuck out, right? Which worked great for us at that point, but it sort of dawned on us both later on that we've cultivated this life where we have no downtime, right? And I'm guessing that's probably the case for a lot of you guys too, right? You got your work, you got family, probably got school, you got a second job, you got a wife, you got a partner. Most of you motherfuckers are polyamorous, so you got like 9 partners anyway, right? So I don't know how you guys got time. All right. You got collaring ceremonies and hand fasting ceremonies, group orgies to get to. The schedule is full. Okay. So Ellen and I, we decided we want to start doing this thing. We wanted to do this Supper Club Saturday thing by design because we want to go and we want to sit in the lobby for 2 hours with our best friends. And we want to have a great meal slowly with our best friends. And then when we're done, we want to go back and enjoy the time that we have, because time is one of those things. As you get older, right, you kind of look back and you're like, fuck, where did the last year, 5 years, COVID was 4 fucking years ago, right? I mean, where the fuck did it go, right? And not taking the time, not slowing down, that's something that I think most people are guilty of. So we wanted to do that by design. And what that did is that sort of allowed us to build the skill of not being in a hurry when it mattered. When we're with our best friends or with our family or whatever the circumstances may be. So it's something that we've come to love. So 3 weeks ago when I usually do really good at this. 3 weeks ago when my mom called and said that my dad has stage 4, stage 4 inoperable brain cancer. That was a skill that I'm really glad that we've started developing, because now more than ever, taking a minute and slowing down and not being in a hurry all the time, that's important now. And I know I'm not the only one, right? I know we aren't the only ones in this scenario. I mean, shit, in the last year, we've done fundraisers for 6 or more people who've lost family members, parents, siblings, children to various methods of dying, right? And I feel like such a dinglefritz up here getting sappy about it, because during that phone call, right, it was a big deal. But during that phone call, if you can believe it, my mom did most of the talking. I don't know where I get it from. But at the end of that phone call, you're not really sure how Dad's going to react, right? He gets on the phone, and I asked him, I said, well, how do you feel? How do you feel? And this motherfucker, he laughs. And he goes, well, I guess the doctor says I'm a short timer, so he goes, I guess, he says, how blessed are we? And that's what he said. He goes, how blessed are we? So many people don't know that anything's wrong until they wake up dead, right? We're so fortunate because now we have an opportunity, right, to take the time that we have left and do the things that are important. Okay, so now also, it's not lost on me that, see, he's my stepfather. And he's been my stepfather for, sixth grade, seventh grade. So he's been there for 98% of my whole life. Whereas my biological father, he stepped out of the picture a long time ago, and of his own volition. And as a step-parent myself, I can tell you that it's fucking hard. Like, it is hard, right? You're coming into a situation that you're grossly unprepared for. And despite that, and despite the fact that I was probably the worst fucking teenager. Oh, God. Oh, man. I should be apologizing every time Mom calls. That should be the first thing I say. I'm so sorry for the first 20 years of my life. I'm so sorry. And Don never faltered. Never faltered. I mean, I was a motherfucker to this guy, right? I mean, I did not make his life easy, and he never quit. So, in honor of Don and his fucking decision to die at some point here in the near future, we're going to give all of the money from the 50-50 and the raffle tickets to my parents tonight to help situate the house as needed.